I'm Gary and this is a Glendronach. Welcome back folks to another wee episode of Dining Room Drams, and tonight what I've decided to grab is a wee bottle of Glendronach 12. As normal, get it in the glass and we'll have a wee chat. Oh. Do love a wee glug like that. Folks, if this is the first time you've popped onto the channel and after you've watched this wee chat you like what you see, please consider hitting the subscribe button, giving us a wee thumbs up, and if you've got any questions you want to ask, put them in the comments and I'll have a look through anything that's there, try and bring it up in the next video. Okay then, Glendronach or Glendronach. Not a distillery I've talked about before. I don't think I reviewed anything on here before, so I'll just give you a wee heads up on the distillery itself. So technically it's a Highland whisky. It's over in Huntly area towards Aberdeen. The distillery in itself been around since the early 1800s, about 1820ish. Over the years, as with many of the distilleries in Scotland, it has passed through different owners. Today it is owned by the Drams Distillery Group. It has the capacity for somewhere between, I think it's 1,400,000 and 1.5 million litres per year. Number of drams coming out of their core range. I think they start one that's called the Heelan, which is a sort of Scottish shortened word for Highland, and then they have the 12-year-old. There is, I've got to think of them all. There's a 14-year-old, there's an 18-year-old, they have a 21-year-old, and they have some peated versions. And as with many of the other distilleries, we'll have occasional releases such as cask strengths, some sort of special editions, etc. So there's a fair few specials coming out of there. This one here, Glendronach 12, we've got it in the glass, we'll have a wee chat about it. Straight off, it's quite warm on the nose, not hot or burny. 43% ABV, but it still feels warm without burning, if that makes sense. Quite Christmas cakey. I didn't actually look at it, but I'm going to suspect there's a heavy influence of sherry maturation, cask maturation here. It's coming across as that Christmas cake, sherry, fruit, dark fruits, raisins, sort of sultana thing. Quite pleasant. You can tell it's got a bit of age to it, that 12 years. Lovely sip. Clean, fresh initially on the mouth. Coming in there, straight away I'm getting sherry. Maybe almost an aniseed as well. It's nice. My tummy's rumbling a little bit. I had a barbecue earlier. It was quite a nice evening here in the Highlands. But now it's maybe telling me I need something else. Definitely a nice drum. Lots of fruit coming through. Possibly almonds, sweet almonds, sugared almonds. Definitely a nuttiness to it. Maybe a oakiness. Slightly. Again, I was going to say there's a nuttiness on the finish as well. Yeah, definitely nuts. I don't know if you've traditional Christmas cake, you know, and it's been soaked in sherry and it's got the fruit and everything and that. A lot of people will put almonds onto a Christmas cake. And that's what it is, it's maybe a little bit of a Christmas cake in a wee glass there. And on the finish, definitely nuts. Oaky, a bit malt. I'm letting it go down there and thinking about it. It's quite dry. It's almost got that like dry white wine sort of effect on my mouth at the back of my throat as well. Kind of, it's that dry and it makes you want to get another drink straight into you. Nothing bad about that. Quite enjoyable. I think from memory it's in the sort of the £40 to £50 region depending on your retailer. As I said, there's a number of other expressions from it. But for being almost the second sort of level within their core range, quite enjoyable, and I would probably recommend getting a bottle of that, or at least giving it a try. Yeah, Glendronach 12. If you can get a chance, guys, give it a try. Sponge.